Hi guys and welcome to Janette and her puzzles. Today we are going back to the basics and I haven't done this video for a while because there was just so much going on. It's actually nice to be back and away from speed puzzling. So what I'm going to be doing today is trying out a new brand, and I got both of the puzzles from Donna Louise. She gifted me one of them a year ago, over a year ago actually, at the Worlds last year. But I was just so busy, there was no time, you know. But I'm happy to say that I finally got to do them. Well, one of them, because the other one was a part of the competition, online competition. So I wanted to speedrun it, and as I mentioned, today is gonna be speed-free puzzling zone, so I don't want to do the 500 piece one today. So I'm only gonna be focusing on the 1000 piece puzzle in this video, and let me tell you which one it is. The title of the puzzle is Classic As by Gerry Wilson. So this is the puzzle that I'm going to be tackling today, and I think it's going to look really cool because it's got so many different colors. So of course I'm going to do sorting straight from the get-go, and the table is going to be empty and I'm just going to have colorful piles. Oh, I hope I get rainbow swords. I love them. So yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to doing this because it's been a while since I leisure puzzled for YouTube. Like, I do it in my own time with Blanche normally, but it's a bit different, you know? So I'm actually really looking forward to that. So one thing I do when I leisure puzzle for a video, I still time the beginning time and the end time just because I want to have a rough idea how long it took me to finish the puzzle. But in not any way is gonna be a speed puzzling at all. So you've seen the puzzle now and you know what the video is going to be about because I said we're going back to basic. This is basically how I started my YouTube channel. It's just by leisure puzzling puzzles, usually 1000 pieces. So this is the other puzzle. I just wanted to show it to you as well. It's called Feast and Fees. So this one was used for the online competition, that's why I do want to speedrun it, and that's why it's not going to be included in today's video. But I still wanted to see the quality because obviously it's not just puzzling, it's also a brand review video. So of course we're going to go through all the details before we even start puzzling. So the first thing you notice when you open the box is that it doesn't have a plastic bag, but rather an actual bag made from fabric with a zipper, which is absolutely amazing. And when I check the pieces, I can happily say that it's got all different shapes, and it seems like they're quite specific, so that should be quite easy to assemble. And the puzzle, I would say, is quite thick, so that's also a bonus because it means it's not going to be falling apart when you're assembling it. It also has matte finish and the print is really clear. The first impression of the puzzle is really good. It doesn't seem like I'm gonna be having any issues with it. So I think it's just time to tackle it. Of course, we are gonna be able to see some other issues appear along the way, but from what I've seen, I don't think that's gonna be the case. So now I'm looking forward to doing this puzzle even more. So it's time to do, hopefully, rainbow sorting. Doing a proper sorting after such a long time, it was actually quite interesting because I kind of forgot how to do it. And even though I began in a completely simple rainbow sorting, it turned out to be a lot more detailed than I expected. But I think this is just something that happens when you become a better puzzler because you notice the detail more. So it turned out that I had so many more piles than I initially expected I'm gonna have. But overall, I think I could still call it rainbow sorting or even like very detailed rainbow sorting. Okay, so here we are. I'm actually really happy with the way this turned out to be because it's just beautiful. It makes me so happy when it's so easy to sort, you know, because it just, I don't know how to explain, but you don't have to think too much because the colors are so vivid. It's just easy to put them into different sections. But I do have to admit that since I became a better speed puzzler, it also influences just normal puzzling because the attention to detail is so much greater. Like, I had to really step back so I wouldn't sort too much because I could literally do micro sorting. I have used this term before, I'm not sure if it's official, but it's basically like when you just do a quick sort, it's just based on color, then you can do a more detailed sort is what I've done today when it's different shades of color. But then you can do like micro sorting when you can go for specific, okay, let me show you on the picture. When you go into specific textures as well. So for instance, this pile of green it's got about 3 different textures in there, also a bit of different shades. So I could have easily just divided that as well, and then that way we would have micro salting. But I thought this was enough for today. So I'm really looking forward to assembling. I think I prepared the table really well, especially because I'm gonna have space to puzzle somewhere. It's not gonna be in the way, but I'm not sure yet how to begin. I've got so many nice sections. I don't know if I want to start with the smallest pile so it's easier, or if I should just go by rainbow. I'm probably gonna try to go by rainbow, but if it gets too complicated, I'm just gonna have to mix it up. Another thing that is definitely a bonus with this brand is it basically has almost 0 puzzle dust. So I think with some of the puzzles it can be really excessive, so of course I'm not expecting that it's gonna be none of it, but I think the amount of puzzle dust in this puzzle is basically unnoticeable, so that's definitely a plus. So yeah, I think it's time to do the frame and start assembling the puzzle. I think this is gonna be so much fun. Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. Starting with the frame was definitely a good option because there were so many different colors that it was quite easy to put it together. And as I said, with the sorting, there were even different shades of the same color and a lot of different textures, which made it really easy to put the frame together. And then of course I tried to go by color, and I have to say that starting with the white was quite difficult because really it was quite a lot of pieces and there was only one big shape of white. Everything else was just 2 or 3 pieces together, so it was quite difficult to start with that. But as soon as I moved to the yellow, it became a lot easier because there were different shapes, different textures, different shades, so I really enjoyed it. And then just moving on to oranges and reds, it was absolutely amazing. And the only problem I have right now is that I lost my assembling space. This puzzle is just flying together, so I just hope it stays that way. This puzzle is so easy, and I'm not saying this lightly, okay, because I usually said I would never speed puzzle a 1000-piece puzzle by myself. Unless it's a really simple image, I don't really want to do it because it just feels like torture. This puzzle is so simple. I mean, obviously I haven't done it yet, so I might get stuck along the way, but so far so good. That's all I can say. It was really easy to put pieces together. I had no misfits. There is so many different textures and shades and everything. It's like all the little things that really help putting the pieces together. So I'm actually really impressed with the brand. I love it. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. I absolutely love the brand. The only issue I have right now is that when I assemble a color, I put it where it's supposed to go, so I just lost my assembly space. So I think I'm gonna get a board, try to assemble on it to then place the pieces where they're supposed to go. There is one thing though, the most of the color that we have is pink, and that's also the reason why I stopped now, because I'm like, okay, I'm not sure I want to tackle that because it's just all over the place. Like you can see it here, it's got all the little bubbles. It does have a little different textures as well. Maybe I could just do that and leave the bubbles for the end, but because there is so many bubbles and they're all across the puzzle, I just think it's better for me to leave that for the end, because at the end of the day I still want to enjoy the puzzle. And I'm not saying that if I continued with the pink that I wouldn't, but it would definitely make it a lot more difficult. So I think I'm gonna skip pink for now. Well, I'm just gonna take the different texture one. So yeah, I'm gonna move through all the colors and then come back to pink bubbles because I would just rather leave them for the end. I'm sure they have a lot of information on the pieces to help where they're supposed to go, but since everything is just flying around, and obviously because of that we've got a lot of pink in different pieces as well because it's connected to different colors, so I would rather just do that first. And you know, we still have to enjoy the puzzle. It's been so fun so far, honestly. Like, do I dare to say that it's one of my favorite puzzles this year? Possibly. So I started eliminating the pinks with texture because I said I'm gonna leave the bubbles for the end, but there was just so many colorful details on every piece that it was quite easy to find where they go. And I think this is where the quality of the puzzle, or rather the image, really shows, because I didn't even have to look where they go. I just needed to find the color on the puzzle and then I would know exactly where the pieces go. So this makes me really happy because it means that the puzzle is actually gonna go in the rainbow, which I don't think think I've ever done intentionally before, so I hope that the time lapse is gonna turn out really nice because this puzzle is just so pretty and I just want to do it justice. Then moving on to different colors, of course it's gonna get easier and easier the more pieces I have in, so I just went with the same tactic, so just collect all the obvious pieces with some color on it, put it where the color goes until you basically run out of pieces. So it's been so easy so far, it's insane. Guys, this puzzle is absolutely amazing. I have been enjoying so much and it's been flying through, honestly. For now, I've been puzzling for 2 hours and 15 minutes and you see how far I've come, and this is including the sorting. And it wasn't like just an easy sort, it was quite detailed. It took me about half an hour just to do the sorting. So I've basically been puzzling for an hour 45 to get all of these done. Now the only thing that I've got left now are grays, so I left them for the end, and I think the fact that I've got so little pieces left, this is gonna be done in no time. So I'm gonna see you when I finish the puzzle. So moving on to the grays, it was again as easy as anything else because there was so much color on every piece that it was easy to find where it goes. And even when it was only a single colored piece, there is still so much texture on it that it's just so easy to follow. So the fact that there was no shape sorting needed for the entire puzzle, the fact that I didn't even have to look at the picture that much, it really just adds up on how much you enjoyed the puzzle because it was really so relaxing to do this puzzle. I don't remember when was the last time it was so relaxing to assemble. This is probably one of the easiest puzzles I've done. Two and a half hours later and this puzzle is complete. This was honestly so easy to assemble, so enjoyable to assemble. I cannot stress this enough. Now, one thing that's left to try this brand out is to do the pickup challenge, but I haven't taken any pictures yet, so I'm a little bit scared. But based on how good the pieces fit together when I was puzzling, I think it should survive the pickup challenge. If not, I'm just gonna assemble it again because it's really fun. Okay, let's try this. Okay, just make some space. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's go. Okay. It passed the pickup challenge, but it got a little bit crumbly on the way down. But yeah, this is good. I honestly really enjoyed this puzzle and I think the artist did an amazing job. So I don't know if the image was specifically designed to be a puzzle or if it was just an already existing illustration that was used to print on the puzzle, but this is really good. Every piece had so many details that it was so easy to find it anywhere on the puzzle, like without even needing to look at the box. I was looking at the box in the beginning because when I was just doing colors and there was not enough going on yet, I had to know where to place it. So I was referring to the image to know where to put different chunks of the puzzle. But after I had like halfway complete, I didn't even have to look at the image anymore because all I needed to know is where the colors, they're like on the edge of the piece or something like that. So this puzzle was insanely easy. I mean, 2.5 hours for a 1,000-piece puzzle without speed running it. I think it's absolutely amazing. So now I'm looking forward even more to do the 500-piece one because I really enjoyed it. And I know obviously when the image is easy, it makes it so much more enjoyable, but like the entire quality of the puzzle and everything, it's so good. Like I absolutely loved it. So thank you Donna Louise for gifting me the puzzle. I absolutely enjoyed it. And of course, now came the time when I have to teach you another Slovenian word. And since we are doing a new brand today, I'm gonna teach you how to say brand. So the Slovenian version is called znamka. Now there is a twist to that, okay? I know that the English language has the most words, I think. I'm not 100% sure, so don't take my word for it, but it's got a lot more words than Slovenian language. Like for instance, fingers and toes, in Slovenia you just say fingers and feet fingers. So, you know, we don't actually have a a different word for toe. So in Slovenia you have 20 fingers basically. But yeah, anyway, regardless. So brand, as in znamka, can also mean like a post stamp. So yeah, it could be a little bit confusing. But anyway, people would understand what you're saying, so I'm just gonna teach you how to say it. Znamka. Znamka. So this is a new znamka of the puzzle that I tried today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe because it really helps me and my channel grow. My personal growth. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!